Hi friends, my name is Aqil Ahmed, and in this particular video tutorial I will show you how to migrate data from Amazon Redshift to Oracle using SSIS. So the agenda of today's video tutorial is that first we will migrate data from Amazon Redshift to Oracle, and then we will migrate data from Oracle to MySQL using SSIS. So we will be using the SSIS data flow components from DevArt. They provide a wide variety of components to migrate data from n number of different sources to a lot of different destinations. So you can check their website and you can download the trial version for 30 days, and if you like the component then you can purchase the license and you can get an additional 10% discount using the coupon code LearnSSIS10. So now let's see how we can migrate data from Amazon Redshift to Oracle. So let me connect to the Amazon Redshift. So I'm using the DB Visualizer, which is a free tool that I am using right now. So I have connected to the Redshift, and under the databases I have dev database, okay, and under dev database, under schemas, there are different schemas right now. So I'm using the public schema, and inside the public schema, inside tables, I got few tables here. For example, I got the products table. So if I show you the data from the products table, script table, select star, click OK. So it's generating the select statement, okay. So if I execute the query, then you can see the data from the products table. So it contains few records. So you can see that it contains 5 records, and it contains the information about different products like product ID, product name, category, price, etc. Okay. So I want to migrate the data from the products table from Amazon Redshift to the Oracle. So I also have the Oracle installed on my machine, and in the Oracle server I also got the products table here as well. But if I show you the data from the products table, so right now the table is empty, okay. So the data in the Oracle will be populated from the Amazon Redshift. So we don't have any inbuilt component in SSIS to perform this particular task. So here the DevArt SSIS data flow components can help us to migrate data from one source into another one, okay. So we only need to create the connection managers, and then we can just drag and drop their components, which can make it very easy to migrate data from one source into another destination, okay. So right now the products table is empty and we have the data on the Amazon Redshift site, okay. So now let me open the Visual Studio. So this is my Visual Studio which I will be using today to migrate data from Amazon Redshift. So to migrate the data, we will be using the data flow task. So I can simply drag and drop the data flow task from the toolbox into the control flow window. Alright, so the data flow task has been added to the control flow. I can call it as Amazon Redshift to Oracle, okay. So I can double click on this one, and then from the toolbox I can add a component from the Amazon Redshift. So I can type red here, and these are the 3 different type of components for the Amazon Redshift: Redshift source, lookup, and destination. So because we want to fetch the data from the Redshift, so we can use the Redshift source. So I can simply drag and drop the Redshift source into the data flow task. So the Amazon Redshift source has been added into the data flow task. Now I can right click and configure this one. So we actually need to add a connection manager so that we can connect to the Redshift source. So from the drop down I can click on the create a new connection manager. Alright, so here we need to provide the details of the Amazon Redshift connection. So first of all we need to provide the server name. So I have all the details available for the Amazon Redshift. So I can click on edit, and then this is the server name. So I can simply copy the server name and I can provide the server name here. For the port number, I can check it. The port number is 5439. So we can provide the port number here, okay. And for the username, I can check the username from here. It's DevArt, so I can copy this one and paste it here, okay. And now we need to provide the password, okay. So for the password I can actually cancel this one, and I can right click and copy password, and then I can provide the password here, save my password. And then for the database, the database name is dev here, okay. DB is dev, so I can type dev here, okay. So I can do test connection, So now you can see that the connection is successful, so that's good. I can click on OK, then I can click OK. So now it's connected to the DevOps Redshift, and now I can expand the public schema. So here you can see the three tables, those you were able to see here, department, department 2 and the products. Okay, so we are interested in the products table. If you want to see the columns for the product table, so you can expand this one, so you can see all the columns. And if you want to preview data from here, you want to write the query, so you can simply drag and drop the table into the query window. So it can generate the select star from table name query automatically. If you want to preview data, so you can click on this particular icon and you can preview data from here. That's good. So I can click close, and you can also use the variables as well in the where statement, for example, or in the query. So that's a plus point. So I can click OK. We can actually preview data, so that's good. So we can easily select the data now from the Amazon Redshift. Now we want to insert the data into the Oracle. So I already shown you that in the Oracle we got a products table as well, and right now the products table is empty. So now we want to insert the data into the Oracle. So for that one we need to create an Oracle connection manager. So I can right click here and click on new connection. From the connection types, we need to add a connection for the DevOps Oracle. So I can click on this one and click on add. So this should add a new connection manager. Alright, so here we need to provide the connection manager details. What I can do, I can actually open the Oracle SQL developer, and I can right click on this particular connection and I can go to the properties. Okay, so the host name is the local host, so I can copy this information from here and I can provide it here. Okay, now for the username, I can again go back and I can copy the username from here. Okay, and I can paste it here. And for the password, I can actually copy the password from here, Oracle password. Okay, I can paste it here, save my password, and then I can go to the advanced, and in the advanced there is an option service name. Okay, so if you see here, there is a service name, this information. So this information can also be copied from here as well, xepdb1. Okay, or you can copy it from here. So I can copy the service name from here and then I can provide the service name here. Okay, now I can go back to the general. I can also click on the direct here, so it can show us the different options, like the SID option is also available here. Okay, and this is the service name, so I can click on general and I can click on test connection. So now the test connection is succeeded, so that's good. So I can click OK. Okay, so now we have the connection manager for Oracle. So to insert the data into Oracle, we can use the Oracle destination component from DevOps. So I can simply drag and drop the destination component and I can connect the Redshift source with the Oracle destination, and then I can configure the Oracle destination component. From the connection manager, I can select the Oracle connection manager. From component properties, you can see the operation is bulk insert, so that's good. Now from table name, I need to actually select the products table. Okay, so I can just see the products table, it should be inside the system schema. Alright, so here is the products table, so I can select this one. Now I can go to the column mappings and you can make sure that input columns have been mapped with the destination columns. Now I can click on OK. So we have configured the data flow task to migrate data from Amazon Redshift to the Oracle destination. So I can execute the SSIS package by clicking on the start button, and it should migrate data from Redshift to the Oracle. Alright, so you can see that the migration of data from Redshift to the Oracle is successful, so that's good. So I can stop the execution of the package, and now let's move to the second part of the video, that we want to migrate data from Oracle to the MySQL. So if you look at the Oracle, so we can also check the data in the products table. Now there should be 5 records in the products table, so you can see that the data is migrated correctly. Now I want to migrate the data from Oracle from employee table. So in the employee table, I got 10 records. Okay, so I want to migrate the data from Oracle to the MySQL. So I have the MySQL, and in the MySQL inside the customer database I got an employee table. So I can select data from employee table. So right now the employee table is empty. Okay, so we want to insert the data into the employee table. So I can go back and I can create a data flow task here. Okay, and I will call this particular data flow task as Oracle to MySQL. Okay, so I can double click the data flow task, and I can use the Oracle source to read the data from Oracle. Okay, so I can use the Dewart Oracle source. I can add it into the data flow task. Okay, and I can configure this one. We can use the existing connection manager that we created for Oracle. Okay, and then inside the tables we got the employee table. So I can drag and drop the employee table into the query window, and I can preview data. So data looks good here, so that's good. I can click on close and I can click on OK. So we have configured the Oracle source. So it's so simple. Okay, now we want to insert data into MySQL. So for that particular thing we need to create a connection manager for the MySQL. So I can right click in the connection pane, click on new connection. Now from here I need to select the connection manager for the MySQL. Okay, so this is the connection manager. Click on add. Alright, so here we need to provide the details for the MySQL connection. So I can open the MySQL connection manager, click on database and then connect to database. From here you can copy the server name. Okay, and then you can also check the port number as well. Okay, so the port number is this one, 3306, which is correct. Then you need to check the username, which is root, so I can copy it from here. Okay, now you need to provide the password. So let me copy the password from here, copy password, paste the password here, save my password, and then from the drop down you can select the database. So my database name is customer, so I can select this one, and then we need to click on test connection. Connection is succeeded, so which is good news. So I can click OK. Okay, so we have created a connection manager for MySQL. Now to insert the data into MySQL, we will be using the destination component for the MySQL. So I can drag and drop MySQL destination. Okay, now I can connect the Oracle source with the MySQL destination and then configure the MySQL destination. From connection manager we need to select the connection manager for the MySQL. Now go to the component properties. The operation is bulk insert, which is a good news, and from the table name you need to select the employee table because we want to insert the data into the employee table. And right now the employee table is empty as well. Okay, so you can double check the data, the employee table is empty. Now go to the column mappings and make sure that all input columns have been mapped with the destination columns. Click OK. So to execute only this particular data flow task, I can right click here and click on execute task, which will execute the SSIS package but only this particular task. Okay, because I don't want to execute the other task at the moment because that is already executed. Alright, so you can see that the migration of data from Oracle to MySQL is successful. It has migrated all 10 records. Now we can go back to the MySQL and we can rerun this particular query to see whether the data was inserted or not. So I can execute the select query and you can see that the data has been migrated to the MySQL. Okay, all 10 records got migrated. So here we are using 4 different sources. We are using actually 3 different sources. We are using Amazon Redshift, we are using Oracle, we are using the MySQL. And you can see it's so simple to migrate data from any source to any destination. We don't have any inbuilt component in SSIS to migrate data from these sources. Okay, so the SSIS data flow components from Dewart can be very helpful if you are planning to migrate data from any of these sources. And if you got any question, then you can comment on the video. So I think that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching the video, and if you like the video then please click the like button. Do subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon and click on all so that you will be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much.